I'm Nathan Bartocci, and this is The Art of Vinyl.
Once upon a time you dressed so fine, threw the bumps of dime in your prime. Then people call, say beware doll, you're bound to fall, you thought they were all kidding you.
You hear that? That's the sound of a record, a vinyl, an LP. This is what people listened to before CDs took their place as the main format. In recent years, vinyl has become an increasingly popular commodity. In 2008 alone, the RIAA reported a drastic 36% rise in record sales. Why might this be? What's the big appeal of a format that's been deemed obsolete? As a musicologist, I knew I had to investigate. I've been told time and time again that vinyl sounds better than CD. Why? Because records are analog. Analog? That means the audio is literally marked onto the record. All those little rings you see on your record? That's music. But then I thought for a minute.
Since when does analog mean better?
I mean, I hate to burst the mystical bubble, but I know a good amount of media formats that were analog and have since been officially deemed crap.
Oh.
Kids.
Oh. Just 1 second. But really, folks, analog does not mean better. Analog means raw, manual, non-digital. But there's a reason we went to digital in the first place. I've since come to the conclusion that records have fallen victim to a common phenomenon called
mistaken adjective syndrome.
Damn, girl, you are fat. You see, when people say records sound better, the term they are really looking for is warmer. Warmer is a very vague term used in almost every article and video describing the sound. What it basically means is, the flaws on the record actually make it more enjoyable.
But how does scratches and pops improve sound?
You see, most of us feel something special when we're listening to records. For instance, I would much rather listen to Here Comes the Sun with all the cracks and pops than I would on CD, because it kind of makes it more enjoyable.
But we're done with the Beatles.
So to clarify, vinyl does not sound better. It's scratchy, it pops, and it flaws very easily. What it does offer is a unique experience that only this format can. It is this unique experience that is gaining popularity as an old generation begins to feel nostalgia looking back on their old beloved format.
You ever notice this? With all of them here?
And as a young generation begins to discover the unique experience for the first time. Now, if you haven't turned off my video or left a hate comment yet, then I'll tell you the real qualities that make vinyl such an incredible format. To start off, let me address the big one. Look at this cover. Do you see it? It's beautiful, huh? I mean, it's a beautiful album, but it's a very beautiful cover here. Can you see all the little details there? All the little things going on right there? No? Oh. Well, hold on a second. How about now? Can you see it better now? That beautiful album artwork? The gatefold sleeve? It's all nice and big, huh? You can see it now, huh? You see, with vinyl, it was not only the music that stuck out in our memories, but it was the artwork. Images of The Who pissing on a mysterious big cement block. Images of David Bowie laying there all seductively while also being a dog. And of course images of the Beatles crossing the street outside Abbey Road Studios. On top of that, with the ludicrous size of records, there was plenty of room for artists to add extra stuff. Take, for instance, my Dark Side of the Moon posters. This is done sometimes, though less often with CD, but unfortunately the CD size makes the poster little more than a joke. Another unique quality of vinyl is something I have come to call the side-side dynamic. See, in the old times before CDs, you didn't have just one long-running playlist. You would have two. Take, for instance, Led Zeppelin's debut. Ends on the bluesy Dazed and Confused and starts side B with nothing but the sound of organs going crazy. It feels almost like the beginning to an entirely different album. But it's not. Do you think this was an accident? Absolutely not. Sometimes different sides of an album would have completely different feels to them altogether. Consider where the side switch-ups were next time you listen to Pink Floyd's The Wall, and I bet you take a lot more from the album. Oftentimes, the flipping of a record would signify a new beginning, as it were, a separation of acts or scenes, a starting over. And back in the day, people would actually debate which side of the album was better, what side they liked more. Look, there's a reason that record sales have gone up in the last couple of years. And it's because overall, vinyl is a more enjoyable medium for listening to music. Not because of the quality of the sound, but because of all the things that go with it. It's an experience like no other, and that is what makes it so special. An art form. I'm Nathan Bartocci, and I'll see you next time.
Messing around every guy